One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Grove. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Gibson. Turning it on. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year.
Touchdown, Florida State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Gonna run it. It's Brake. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Noles headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Gilbert. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Catch in the middle. It's Bray. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play, shows off the hands first, got to make the catch first, does the rest, walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Murphy. Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time at Florida State. Offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Off-play action. Here comes the heat. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going for the big play. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Going to take a shot at this DB. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. That's caught. It's Gilbert.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Give me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Unloads quickly. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Colin, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got a man. It's Gibson. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Noles!
Nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and when the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. These 2 offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Throws for the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that one.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bray. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. On the run, it's Bray. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Notre Dame right back to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The snap sets up to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Give him 6. Touchdown, Irish!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Trying to do it on the ground. There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And man, that is crushing to a defense. You force the 4th down. You know they're going to run the football. You're bringing guys near the line of scrimmage, and you can't get him to the ground. Not only does he get the first down, he gets a huge chunk after that. This defense is definitely going to be deflated.
Sets up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Quarterback keeps it. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there were just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Seminoles. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Any time he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job on the special teams being special.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Facing a third down, he's short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Grove. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Running behind that left side. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. That's caught. It's Watson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Got it in the middle. It's Bray. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Got it in stride inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Irish! If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Noles will hustle to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about...
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got room on the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Finds a man on the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
After 46, that's a first down for the offense.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
Notre Dame, 56. Florida State, 24.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. The play-action fake. He unleashes a long one. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here come the Irish back on offense. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. Got enough space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
He'll take it himself. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of...
Gonna let it fly. He's got it inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 25. the Seminoles are flying down the field. They'll run it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to move. Turning it on! Gets it past the marker. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Catch in the middle, it's Brady. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabs it in the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Tries to get it on the ground. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Fires toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's close. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Leaves it with the running back. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hits him inside the 20, still going. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of...
Going deep. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the catch. It's Bray. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think of.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Firing toward the end zone. No other words. That was just a terrible throw. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
Well, it's too little, too late, obviously, for this offense. You love to see your guys out there still competing, but the net result, zeros on the clock, you've lost the game. There's still a lot this offense